and my grandma was singing it. And it was a tragedy, and I've got a picture of me standing right there in front of
And it happened in
1925.
You said 1925?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of the song?
The Death of Floyd Collins.
Oh.
Hope I can remember it all. Come on, you young people, and listen while I tell the fate of Floyd Collins, a lad we all know well. His face was fair and handsome, his heart was true and brave, but his body now lies sleeping in a lonely sandstone cave. How sad the story, our eyes they fill with tears. The memory will linger for many, many years. A broken-hearted father, he tried his Lord to save, but his body now lies sleeping in a lonely sandstone cave. His father often warned him of follies to desist. He told him of the dangers and of the awful risks. But Floyd would not listen to advice his father gave. So his body now lies sleeping in a lonely sandstone cave. Dear mother, don't you worry. Dear father, don't be sad. I'll tell you of my troubles in an awful dream I've had. I dreamed that I was prisoner, my life I could not save. I cried, oh, must I perish? That happened in 1925, and
You were
And
not
what-
born yet.
no,
What cave?
but I heard my grandmother sing that
Which
song.
cave? Which cave?
Sand Cave in Kentucky.
Near Mammoth Cave.
Kind of close to Glasgow, Kentucky, somewhere with the close to the Mammoth Caves. It's not right at the Mammoth Caves, but it's kind of close. And I got to visit that when our church went down there, and I asked if we could. We visited Mammoth Cave and went through that, and so I mentioned about Floyd Collins, and the pastor was driving the church bus. He said he had always wanted to go there too and see that cave, so we went. And I have pictures of myself and the pastor too, Brother Mike, his name, and standing in front of the door, but you couldn't go in. It was too dangerous. They didn't allow tourists to go in that sand cave. And it's real close there to the Mammoth Caves. So
your mom used to sing this.
what?
Your mom used to sing this.
My grandma.
Grandma.
Mm-hmm. From the time I can remember, I've heard her sing that. And I can remember
Now,
when
when
I was
she
4
sang
years
it,
old.
who was playing? Were somebody playing something, or she just?
No, she just would sing. She'd sing while she worked. When she'd be working in the garden, she'd be singing, and she'd sing that song. And she remembered hearing it through the papers. Of course, they didn't have a radio even then. They didn't, but some people did, because it went through the papers. The news, meaning the newspapers. The song that says papers. And I have a book on it too that I found down there, and when we were in Kentucky, in a bookshop, and I've been able to look for it. I know kind of where it's at. And it's got the words to the song in it. See, I remembered the melody from my grandma and a few of the words, but I didn't know all the words till in that bookshop I found the book. And Brother Potter, our pastor, he said, Doris, we were on the bus riding, and he said, do you mind if I look at your book? And so I handed it to him, and he was looking through it, and he said, well, here's a song in here. And he handed it over to me, and I looked, and I said, yeah, I know that. I know the melody and a lot of the words, but I didn't know all the words until I got that book. So that's how come I've recorded it, but I thought I wanted to record it again. Just recently, I thought when I get my guitar tuned again, I want to be sure it's tuned, so I'll try recording that on with another song. I've started a new tape, and I just got one song recorded on it, but I wanted to make sure the guitar was in tune. In really good tune. End of story.
End of story.